Good morning, students. Today we will be performing the qualitative organic analysis of given organic sample. This experiment actually consists of three parts. The first part is we will do the preliminary investigation of the given organic sample. The second part will be the detection of elements which will be performed by preparing the Lessons filtering. The third part will be the detection of functional groups present in the organic molecule. So students, let's start with our experiment. Good morning, students. So let us start with our today's experiment. The aim of our experiment is qualitative analysis of the given organic sample. So for that, as we know, the qualitative analysis test is actually of three parts. So the first part, that is the preliminary investigation. In there we will study the color of the sample. So as you can see, the color of the sample is pale cream in color. The next test, that is the physical appearance test. So a minute observation of the sample will explain, will detect, will tell us that the sample is amorphous in form. So now we will go to the third preliminary investigation test, that is the solubility test. Let us now perform the solubility test for the given organic sample. For that, I have taken little bit of the sample in a test tube and I will add the first solvent, that is cold water, to it. As you can see, the compound is insoluble in cold water. So we will proceed to the next solvent, that is hot water. As you can see, the compound is partially soluble in hot water. But there is also one contradiction. The compound can melt in the action of heat. So we cannot completely confirm whether the solubility is in hot water or not. Next, we will perform the solubility test in the next solvent, that is dilute HCl. As you can see, the compound is insoluble in dilute HCl and it has settled at the bottom of the test tube. Let us proceed to the next solvent, that is dilute NaOH. The compound is very partially soluble in dilute NaOH, but since it is not completely soluble, so we cannot confirm that the solubility is in dilute NaOH solution. We will now proceed to the last solvent of our choice, that is ethanol, and check the solubility of the given organic sample in alcoholic solution, that is ethanol. As you can see, the given organic sample is soluble in ethanol. So the sample solution for the rest of our test will be made in ethanol. Now we will test the aromaticity of the given organic sample. For that, I have taken little bit of the organic sample on a spatula and I will burn it in the Bunsen burner. The compound has started to melt and burn. You can observe that there is sooty flame and fumes evolving. So we can confirm that the given organic sample is aromatic in nature. Now we will do the test for unsaturation. For that, I will take little bit of the organic sample solution, and then I will add alkaline KMnO4, that is Bayer's reagent, to the organic sample. As you can see, the KMnO4 color is not being decolorized. So we can confirm that the given organic sample is saturated in nature. Now we will prepare the Lessines filtrate for the detection of elements. For that, I have taken little bit of sodium metal in a fusion tube or ignition tube, dried it, and then we will little bit melt it. We will add the given organic sample and then we will burn it to red hot condition. Once it is completely burned and turned red hot, I will put it into a porcelain basin containing cold water. We will repeat the process 2-3 times so that some ample amount of the sample is being formed in the Lessines filtrate. And then we will boil it. After boiling, we will cool it, filter it. Now let's do the Lessines filtrate test for the detection of nitrogen in our given organic sample. For that, I have taken freshly prepared ferrosulfate solution, and then to it I will add equal volume of Lessines filtrate, which I have already prepared. After addition, what I will do is I will boil it and then cool it. So after the boiling is done, I will cool it under tap water. After cooling the Lessines filtrate mixture, I will now add dilute sulfuric acid to it. As you can see, the Prussian blue color has been observed. So this confirms that my given organic sample contains nitrogen. Next, we will perform the test for detection of halogen. So for that, I have taken 2 ml of Lessines filtrate in a test tube. To that, I will add equal volume of dilute nitric acid. And then we will boil it in the Bunsen burner and then cool it. After boiling and cooling the reaction mixture, I will add silver nitrate solution. So you can see the absence of any white precipitate infers that chlorine is absent, or the iodine or bromine, the other 2 halogens are also absent because no other color is also present. Let us now do the test for detection of sulfur. For that, I will take 2 ml of Lessines filtrate in a test tube, and to that I will add equal volume of lead acetate. Since no black precipitate has been formed, we can confirm that the given organic sample do not contain sulfur. So now we will proceed to the detection of functional groups. For that, the first functional group that we will detect is the carboxylic acid group. For that, we will carry out 2 tests. The first test is the litmus test. To carry out the litmus test, I will take little bit of the alcoholic solution of the given organic sample and dip a blue litmus paper to the given solution. As you can see, the blue litmus paper has turned red. This confirms that the given organic sample contains carboxylic acid group. So now we will carry out the confirmatory test using sodium bicarbonate solution. For the sodium bicarbonate test, we will take alcoholic solution of the given organic sample and add saturated bicarbonate solution to the given test tube. The occurrence of brisk effervescence, as you can see, brisk effervescence confirms that the effervescence is of carbon dioxide and the given organic sample contains carboxylic acid group. So now we will do the test for phenolic OH group. For that I have taken alcoholic solution of the provided organic sample and I will add neutral ferric chloride solution to that mixture. As you can see, no purple violet coloration has been formed. This infers that the given organic solvent doesn't contain phenolic OH group. As the phenolic OH group is absent, we will not carry out the Lieberman nitrosode test, which is the confirmatory test for phenolic OH group. So now we will do the test for carbonyl group detection. For that I will take 2 ml of organic sample solution and to that I will add 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, that is Brady's reagent. As you can see that no yellow BPT has been formed. This infers that the given organic sample doesn't contain carbonyl group. As the test for carbonyl group has been found negative, so we will not go for the test for aldehyde group and the ketone group. So now we will do the test for alcoholic OH group. For that I have taken 1 ml of the organic sample and sample solution and to that I will add 1 ml of ceric ammonium nitrate solution. As you can see, no pink coloration has been formed. This confirms that the given organic sample doesn't contain alcoholic OH. Let us now proceed for the detection of aromatic amine group. For that I have taken sample solution in a test tube, added dilute HCl to it. After this we will boil this solution. After boiling the mixture, I have cooled it under tap water. After this I will add sodium nitrite solution to it. As you can see, there is a vigorous reaction taking place. After cooling the entire mixture under tap water, I will pour the entire solution into a test tube containing alkaline beta-naphthol. As you can see, there is reddish brown in color formed, but the azo dye, which is the confirmation for the aromatic amine group, has not been formed. So we can confirm that the given organic compound doesn't contain aromatic amine group. So we will proceed to the next test, that is the test for aromatic nitro group. So now let us perform the test for aromatic nitro group. For that I have taken sample solution in a test tube, added dilute HCl to that solution and a piece of metallic tin to it. After adding all these things, we will boil the mixture in the Bunsen burner. After boiling the mixture, we will cool it under tap water. After cooling the mixture, we will filter it and remove the tin metal. To this mixture, now we will add sodium nitrite solution. We will go on adding till there is precipitate like formation and the effervescence stops. As you can see, the effervescence has ceased to form. The entire mixture is now poured into a test tube filled with alkaline beta-naphthol solution. As you can see, the azo dye has started to form. You can see the formation of the azo dye on the walls of the test tube. So this is the confirmatory test for the detection of nitro group. So we can confirm that the given organic sample contains aromatic nitro group. Now we can conclude that the given organic sample is saturated and aromatic in nature. It contains the nitrogen element, and the functional groups present in this sample is the carboxylic acid and aromatic nitro group.